Yo, welcome back to Blitz Package. I'm your host, JUS Blaze, man. I'm in the building with Knight. I'm in the building with PAT. I'm in the building with Easy. What's going on, fellas?
What's happening?
What they talking about, man? Back in the building for another one.
Hey man, we got another week of college football to review and everything else. But before we get talking about improvements and everything else, man, let me tell you why I'm hot. It Blaze's hot take for the month. Yo, why is Shador saying that when playing Colorado, it's like playing everybody's Super Bowl? Like you won 4 games last year. You 0-2. I just got smacked by Nebraska, making Nebraska look like they was the old school Nebraska. No black shirts and all. Playing you is not playing the Super Bowl in college football. Come on, man. Come on. Stop saying stupid stuff. Let's go. All right. That's just my hot take for the day, guys.
All right, I'm gonna give one little 60-second on that. I mean, you know, I feel what you're saying, Blaze, but at the same time, we got to understand a couple of things, man. These kids are in college, right? Even though he's media trained, all those emotions get to him and whatnot. But I do agree with you. They need a little bit more cachet. They need to represent a little bit more on the football field before they start talking about everybody's Super Bowl. Because Colorado hasn't been relevant. You got to make more relevancy than Dion selling tickets, right? You got to put W's in that win column. And last year didn't do it. This year is looking bad. Hey man, you gotta cool out, man.
I'll put
We
it to
may
you like
get one
this.
this week.
I'll put it to you like this, easy, right? Take the NFL. The Cowboys ain't done nothing, but everybody want to play in that stadium, right? So when you look at who was coaching Colorado, they're media trained, they hot, they flashy. Although they might not have the W's in the win column, but everybody want to see about them. Everybody want to see what's going on with Coach this week, what trash he's talking, what shoes he done come out with. So when you have the ability, when you have the facility, hey, you just better have that agility.
And
They definitely need a pivot on
right
that
there.
one.
that's a word.
Let me say something, man, because I feel like Knight threw a little dig in there. The Cowboys talking about, hey man, 'cause the Cowboys ain't doing nothing. Everybody
No,
want to
no,
talk
no.
about.
I'm not digging the
That
Cowboys.
that is not a dig.
I wasn't. But what I'm saying is, Pat, everybody aspires to be who the Cowboys were in the '90s, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
So that's what I'm saying. So everybody want to play in the Cowboys stadium. Everybody want to play in the Cowboys facility. Everybody wants that limelight, much like the Cowboys have. And everybody who plays them always feels like, oh, this is the Super Bowl of games for them that particular week.
Especially, yeah, because Jerry World, is inexperienced. But you're right, man. I agree with you wholeheartedly, man. The hype that Dion brought to Colorado, you know what I'm saying? He made a lot of people mad with how transfers was leaving and how many people left when he got there. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of stories that can be written, good or bad, behind Dion. So it just gives people motivation, puts gas on the fire for them to come in there and want to play them hard and want to beat them and be like, hey man, you ain't all you're advertised to be, or you are all you're advertised to be. You see what I'm saying? So you're right. I agree with you.
All right. Now we done talking about Colorado in here. We're gonna get a real small, quick improvement look at for the week. Okay. So both South Carolina and Clemson improved from week 1 to week 2. We're gonna go with Carolina first. Okay. We all kind of expected Carolina to go into Kentucky and lose. Night they went to Kentucky and deep fried some chicken out there.
Like they sure enough did. Like, and that's on me. Like, based on game one, I was not putting them in a good place to be successful going into week 2, right? So I can chew barbed wire and spit nails when I talk trash, even if it's my own team, right?
Yeah.
I like what I saw. I like the tenacity. I like the togetherness. I like that run. I like that pass. And I like that defense. I mean, it's just things are starting to come together. And of course, you have to have those games where coaches like, look, y'all skated by on that one, but you can't keep skating by.
That's absolutely fair, man. Hey, look, we obviously, we weren't able to actually tune into the game to watch everything, but we saw some of the highlights and everything. The defense did look a lot better and whatnot. And we're gonna see what happened because for some reason and no shot at you, Night, about this because I think it's some other bigger games out there this weekend. But game day going to Columbia, South Carolina this Saturday for the LSU South Carolina game. When I first saw that he was going to Columbia, I thought they were going to Missouri because Missouri is playing Boston College.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, hey, you got Alabama playing with Wisconsin. You could have went to Madison, but they come to South Carolina, so they got a big stage.
No,
Their game
they're here.
starts right
They're already here.
after.
They're here.
Oh, they here. I'm sorry. They are there. Okay, they in the metro. Shout out. Okay.
It's gonna be a big game. If the Gamecocks can pull that off, it's gonna change the trajectory of their season. I'm gonna be honest because
Yeah.
a lot of expected of LSU. They lost to USC. They should have won that game according to Brian Kelly. Brian Kelly went out there and blasted his quarterback in the press conference, which I don't really think was a fair it was fair assessment because he played well. So, I'm gonna be honest, man. I hope y'all get that. I hope y'all get that one.
Hey, we gonna see. We gonna get to the game picks of that later on the ins and out of the LSU South Carolina matchup a little bit later in the show. But let's go to the next improvement real quick. Um, Clemson improved, man. Clemson improved again. We weren't able to tune into a lot of the game. We saw some things out here, but hey, easy. They finally benched Randall and put the freshman in, and the offense looks a little better out there. We got a little more vertical threat that's actually consistent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you know what? I think that Cade has developed a relationship with them. I don't know if it just happened in practice or what, but sometimes that's what happens, right? You don't really have the relationship with the receivers that the quarterback should have to be successful. Now, that third down play, that first touchdown to Wesco, that to me looked like Cade just trusted him to be there. And the second time he had that long bomb to Wesco, it looked like he trusted him to be there. So to me, that's more of what I saw. The defense going defense. That's kind of what we do, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm glad that Coach Sweeney really realizes that, hey man, I got these freshmen here for a reason. I'm not gonna keep taking all this heat about me not, opening up the playbook or, we have all this talk about the talent and the talent isn't showing up. Even got Nuke out here talking. Like I got
Yeah, I think the former players, because Newt wasn't the only one. I think the former especially the wide receiver players that were at the Georgia game that say about how some things turned out has gotten that man to open up his playbook a little bit more and everything. And DAT man, we ain't gonna forget about you. Florida State was off last week, so nothing bad, nothing good going on. Hey, hope Coach
hopefully
Novell has adjusted what he needs to adjust it. I did hear from a very strong Florida State fan that Novell is saying that he is sticking with DJ. He is not changing quarterbacks at this point. So PAT, real quick, how do you feel about that before we move on?
Man, let me get in here and say this, man. I think when you go through a whole off season and DJ's been the number one guy, I think your program is built around him for this season. So you really can't make a change, no matter what anybody else is saying. And let's just think, there had to be a fair quarterback battle in the offseason, right? So
Okay.
Brock Glenn lost out to DJ. DJ is a practice machine, I think. You know what I'm saying? I think in practice, he really just put on a show, and maybe he has some performance anxiety when it comes to the real thing. And, under the limelight, he kind of shies away a little bit, but he beat him out in practice. So he's the number one guy. So you got to stick with your number one guy. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, they can get back on track against Memphis coming up this week. I'm definitely going to be watching it. One of our classmates' sons plays for Memphis now. So, shout out to Chris Williams, boy, down there from Irmo, South Carolina, playing for Memphis.
Irmo in the building.
Yep. So, I'm going to be watching, I'm going to be rooting for Florida State for sure. But, I want to see what happened.
Okay. So that's the review of our teams from last week and the Commonwealth. So let's get to the nation, man. Hey, upset of the year, which I don't think is going to be a bigger upset so far, but Northern Illinois University went into South Bend and beat Notre Dame. After Notre Dame just beat A&M at home in College Station. Now, College Station ain't an easy place to win at. Let's just be real. It's called 12th man for a reason. Now, granted, A&M ain't been that great of a team lately, but it ain't easy to go in that building and beat that team on that field. So Notre Dame goes in there 2 weeks ago, beats them, and then go back home and lose to Northern Illinois on the last second field goal. So, man, what I'm saying, upset of the year. Y'all got me, or y'all got different thoughts?
I mean, I put it to you like this, bro. That game reminded me a lot of that first game where Georgia Tech beat Florida State and won with a field goal last couple of seconds of the game. But I tell you, like I tell you, any other week, any other weekend, any given Saturday, you can lose. It can happen. No matter the caliber of the team, no matter who they are, how special they may be, you can still get this loss.
For sure. It shows me, hey man, Florida State, we got a chance. You know what I'm saying? We still got a chance. But
A
no,
chance to do what?
hey man, no, the number 5 team lost to Northern Illinois, bro. All right. So there's gonna be some movement, some shakeups. We just gotta keep winning. But not to keep talking about Florida State. Notre Dame has some problems. You know what I'm saying? Like you go in there the week before and you beat supposedly a strong Texas A&M team, right? And it was a decent game, right?
Yes.
Then you come in and then you play a close game with Northern Illinois and lose on the field goal. Like Knight said, it's any given Saturday at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Any team can win. If we're looking at it and how these conferences are all shaking up now and how the power is divided, if you having a good Saturday, you can beat the number 1 team.
Yeah.
Never mind. You ain't beating Georgia. Northern Illinois is not beating Georgia. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like it can happen. There's
What's
a
some other
chance.
teams before you get to Georgia? I got you.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I mean, just to double down on what both Knight and PAT said, that's facts. But it also comes down to coaching too, right? Like you can look at the players and say the players weren't prepared, or they looked at the competition and played down to the competition. But at the same time, the coaches have to be the one to stress every game counts, because it looked like they came in there and thought that, hey, I don't know if they were looking forward or what, but this is a give me game, right? We're paying them all this money. This is a give me game, but it just didn't turn out that way. I'm happy for that coach though, because that's really big for his program.
Super, super huge for his program. He just got 5 more years off that.
Absolutely. Yeah, you're gonna get a contract extension ASAP.
Yep.
But would you want it though?
Ugh.
I mean,
you take the bread now, because I'm always, hey, let the opportunity come. Buy me out.
well, I'll say this: either he just got a contract extension or a Power 5 school looking at him now. You know what I'm saying? So you gonna get it some kind of way.
Yeah, and I mean, even if it's not that, he's gonna get, he might find himself with a better opportunity, right? Because Northern Illinois wasn't Lovey Smith out there? Was Lovey out there for a while? Or am I thinking something?
No, he was at Illinois.
Okay.
Yeah.
Illinois, not Northern Illinois. He was at Illinois. Um, and easy based on what you said, man. I hope they wasn't looking ahead, because Notre Dame got to play Purdue next. I mean, if you're looking past Northern Illinois to play Purdue, I mean, you're not doing your job. Let's be real about it.
Yeah, but they look unprepared, man.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so we won't be able to get this Texas Georgia matchup until about mid-October, but Texas went up to Ann Arbor and ran Michigan out their own stadium. I know everybody's gonna say, well, they don't have Harbaugh, they don't have a lot of players because they went to the NFL. I mean, yeah, but I mean, Michigan ain't
Had
no
the same
pushover.
opportunity to recruit, to hire, and to aspire to be great. There's no excuses.
I mean, there is no
I like the way
excuses.
you preaching out here today, Knight, man. It's
Hey,
like
look,
different out here.
hey, put the plate out. I need to make a donation.
My thing is like this: we also got to look at it like this, man. Michigan has a first-year head coach. You know what I'm saying? He knew. He may not be new to the program, but he new to the head coaching position there. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they still got ran out the building though. At home. You know what I'm saying? So
It's never good to get ran out of your own stadium at home.
But
Was
Pat,
it a
I'll say
whiteout? It was a
get to
whiteout too, wasn't it?
No, no,
It
it
was a
wasn't.
whiteout. Okay, all right. You know,
your mom and your daddy
I'm thinking
probably,
Penn State. Dang, my bad. That's how bad it looked.
but you are who you surround yourself with. So if
Yeah,
you're not new to the program and everybody else around you is not new to the program, just because you change positions, the stroke
Yeah,
shouldn't change.
things should keep going.
you're right. The train should keep going down the tracks. You're right. You know what I'm saying? You should just step in there and status quo. But hey,
And it's Michigan, right? The expectation is going to be high. You just came off a national championship. How far is that fall off going to be? The finger's going
right.
only going to be pointed at one person, right? So,
Hey, Easy, I want to say this, and I hope it's not too soon, but Michigan got Shannon Sharp.
oh,
Wow. Oh, oh, no. Hey, we not gonna have the slander on today's show like that.
oh man,
No, check it. Like, nah, see, now I need to take my donation back, okay? You was preaching
He's
earlier.
heated up.
Now you being a heathen, okay?
He's on fire.
Okay. No,
got the sheet yanked off of him.
no, we not gonna have it. Man, look, man, with that being said, let's move on to the next thing. Hey, the Pac-12 out here recruiting teams, man. They about to jank about 5 teams from the Mountain West to come to the Pac-12. They trying to breathe life into the situation. Now, granted, the teams will not start participating as a Pac-12 member until 2026, but they got more offers out there to some more teams on the West in the Mid Mountain West area. But they trying to get off of ICU, man. They're trying to get out.
I was gonna say they just trying to survive at this point. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
They
give
on
us the
respirator. They're
rundown.
trying to get in.
Give us the
Yeah,
rundown.
they are trying to survive, but you see the power that a dollar will do.
oh yeah,
Oh yeah, it's
So
capitalism.
yeah.
It's all about that money.
so officially, Boise State, Colorado State, San Diego State, and Fresno State will join in 2026. But from
And
my
all
understanding,
those
they got at
different
least 3 more offers out there to like Wyoming and Utah State and a couple others.
more
Those
good
aren't bad
programs.
schools. Those aren't bad schools. I mean, those programs are pretty decent. Um, I don't think that makes the Pac-12 like a Power Five, but hey, they just trying to come back, I guess. I think it should be a Power Four because the Pac-12 dead to me. Until them teams show that they can run it, nah.
Wait till 2028. They're gonna show you something.
I,
Think so?
I was gonna say with the way that they have the college football playoff set up with the 12 team playoffs,
You're
if
right.
if you have a Power Five, if they can get enough teams in there to make it relevant, then all they need is one conference winner. No
Because
matter,
think,
yeah.
all champions get an automatic bid.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. You're right.
So, and I mean, let's think about it. If you had said Boise State was going to join the Pac-12 a decade ago, you'd be like, "Yo, that's a good snag."
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fresno State always has a couple years where they're strong and then they fall off. Same thing with San Diego State. The only thing is Colorado State has kind of been a mid-level team forever.
Yeah, but I think you're gonna have. I don't even want to use this term, but it's gonna be bottom feeders, right? Everybody knows who the big conferences is. It's SEC, it's Big Ten, and I don't know,
Big 12.
Big 12, then ACC.
Yeah.
So
Like, hey, don't you do that. I'm going to kick you off the show. The ACC is above the Big 12. Do not do that slander.
I'm gonna say this:
Okay?
we need our teams to show up. Miami showing up, Clemson is starting to show up. I mean, Georgia Tech. I don't know what they really gonna do, and
Hold on. Okay, sidebar with this one. Easy. Who you trust in the Big 12?
that's a good point. I don't like none of them teams.
Okay, then that's my point. The ACC is better than the Big 12. And
They-
in
Utah.
actuality, if you want to talk gridiron, the ACC has a better gridiron record versus the Big 10 than anybody else does.
We have Virginia.
Bruh. All right,
Stop it.
let's move on.
Stop it.
But just,
Stop it.
just remember,
I'm just
the
saying.
University of South Carolina has more ACC championships than Miami.
Wow.
Mm.
Wow.
Mic drop.
Knight out here taking shots left and right.
Mic drop.
It's gonna stay that way too. But they ain't getting it this year. They got to come through.
Yeah, I
Okay.
come to Charlotte, which is really Death Valley country. I feel you.
Yeah, it's Death Valley Part 2. All right, so hey, like I said, we're gonna get back to this matchup. We got LSU going into South Carolina, as me and Easy refer to the chicken coop, but no disrespect tonight, up in William Bryce Stadium in the Metro. Um, Now we talking about LSU and how that they got that close loss against USC, but it's one thing that I'm going to be looking for during this game. LSU has yet to allow a sack in any game. They literally have what is arguably the best offensive line in the country. So we're gonna see what this defense is gonna do against this top-notch offensive line.
But
Especially since
they still don't have no
LSU,
run game though.
yes, LSU lost their running back for the season. That absolutely.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not look, I'm not saying that it's going to be an easy win or a hard loss. What I'm saying is I want to see some football, and I'm pointing out key facts about Carolina. We're still a little weak on the offensive side in some areas and defense, but our competition don't have no run game, and that's what they're known for. Yeah, they have some quarterbacks and some wide receivers that can throw that ball, but we got some boys out there that can snatch that ball down and keep you from getting it too.
Okay, so now hold on. Let's do this. You bring it up, so let's be clear. Let me ask you a straight opinion. Do you see your offense having a lot of success against LSU's defense?
Now, my definition of success may differ from yours. My
Yes.
definition of success is making sure that we have enough positive yardage, run game, and in the air, right? Whether that's a
Okay.
win or loss, that's going to be a success for us because we're still learning and we're still regrouping, right?
Okay.
So,
Okay.
but what I'm noticing is when I root against my own team, we are very, very successful. Now, I don't know if I'm the bad juju or what, but I need to make sure that we continue to get these W's.
I feel you on that night. I feel you on that.
So, okay, with that being said, Knight, you really didn't answer the question, but I'm gonna say this: my definition of a positive is them scoring points. Now, granted, you say, hey, we need to definitely have positive yards both on the ground and air. But I mean, it goes to we play the game to win. We play to win the game, right? Shout out to Herm, but we play to win the game. So, are they gonna be able to score on LSU's defense? Is what I'm saying.
Absolutely. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And I'm
Okay.
talking more than just a field goal.
Oh wow. Wow. Okay. All right. So go ahead and give it a pick, then, Knight. Go ahead and give it a pick. What's up?
Give me them Gamecocks for the W.
It's
All right. He taking Gamecocks for the W. All right. I'm gonna come to you, PAT, because I feel like I need to come to you next and
I
everything.
just
So
I just feel like this. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so Knight said they lost their running back for the year. Gotcha.
LSU lost their running back for the year.
Yeah, what I'm saying, LSU. That's what
Uh-huh.
I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure they got a 4 or 5 star to step in his spot.
Okay.
Um, they're going to Columbia. That's a hustle environment. And I remember a time when Garcia beat them boys in Columbia. You remember that night time? No, my bad. That's Death. They was in Death Valley when they
Yeah,
went there and beat them.
they went there and beat them.
Yeah, I remember that. That was amazing game. You know what?
It was so
For the
bad. It was
culture,
so bad. No, Pat, it was so bad that the referee tried to tackle Steven Garcia.
yeah. I remember that. And for the
Oh,
nostalgia and for the home team, I'm gonna take them Gamecocks.
wow. Okay. All right. Easy. Come on, man. What's up? Who you taking?
I'm
You
taking
taking?
I'm taking the chickens from South Carolina.
Oh, wow.
They are only a 7-point dog in this. They have not lost yet. And I don't believe in Brian Kelly and I don't like him. They number 16, and it looks like I am a betting man, but if I wasn't, this wouldn't even matter. But they are a lot of people are favoring the Gamecocks. It's about 49-51 right now on who's
Yeah,
going.
this is
So it's
this is
close.
this is a Vegas game right here for sure. This is a
Hey,
Vegas game.
hey, Easy. I need you to repeat something just for my heart and my sake.
Oh,
You
don't do it.
say that The Gamecocks are what?
The Gamecocks are only a 7-point dog.
No. Go back a little bit further. We are what? We have not been what? Beaten?
They have not lost a game yet.
Thank you, sir.
They've been challenged, but haven't been victorious.
Hey, that's the key. You always want to be challenged because you learn lessons.
The LSU Tigers can't say that. I know the Clemson Tigers can't say that either. But
Wow. So hey, Knight. So I'm gonna tell you this. So you know how when you watch game day and they show everybody's picks and they look when everybody got a pick and everybody put the same team, they be like, watch this, watch this. Okay? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna take your alma mater for the win, sir, at home.
Okay.
Only because, as Easy said, I do not trust Brian Kelly. Now, I would say this. We was talking with a fellow South Carolina fan, and he's like, "Yo, we gonna win 2 games between LSU and Ole Miss and Bama." And I'm like, I don't think y'all gonna win the Ole Miss game because Lane Kiffin is a fool on the offense. So I think this is the win y'all get.
yeah,
This I believe this is the win we're gonna get, but at the end of the day, Terrell, the day gonna end.
Do y'all remember episode 1 when I said that South Carolina could potentially have 8 wins this season?
And you also said that South Carolina could be number 1 in SEC, which technically we are currently.
Said number one defense.
Which is definitely not true.
But anyway, can't always be right about all of them. But I'm just saying, just think about what I said, man. Especially if they win Saturday. You know what I'm saying?
All right. With that being said, we're gonna stay in the SEC versus Big Ten. We got Alabama going up to Madison, Wisconsin, to play Wisconsin, and Madison's not a hard place to play, but somewhat of a hard place to play. I mean, Alabama did not look good last week doing Central Florida. I know the score looked a little lopsided, but they scored 28 points in the fourth quarter. I mean, going to the fourth quarter, it was only up by 1 point at home against Central Florida. But I'm just, you know, I'm not sure about this game. This game could be a trap game for Alabama. So who y'all got, man? What y'all think?
well, me personally, I'm taking the number 4 team in the country, Alabama. Wisconsin has not lost either, but at the same time, I think that a lot of teams we've seen a lot of teams, and I think you might have mentioned this on one of the pods before now that a lot of teams have sputtered out of the gate, but a lot of them have found their identity. So I think this is going to be Alabama, man. It's Alabama's game to lose.
Yeah, I agree with it, man. I'm gonna take Alabama. I just think Wisconsin typically does not play up the competition. You know, they may have a good year in their conference, but they always lose to out of conference teams when they having a good season. They don't play up the competition. So,
okay.
All right, this is my take. Nah, I'm gonna take Alabama for the win. I think they need this win. I think they have a lot to say and a lot to prove. Their coach is living in one of the greatest coaches in college football history, shadows, and he doesn't want to disappoint the fans, the boosters, his mama, or his wife. So I think Alabama needs this win, and they're gonna take it.
Yeah.
Man, we all on a tie for this one. I like PAT said, man, Madison is a different place, but Wisconsin does not generally play up to competition at all. I cannot remember the last time they beat a team outside of their conference, a top ranked team outside of their conference at all.
Yeah.
And they're a 16-point dog in this one, and I feel like
take the points, take it.
Yeah, the pundits are looking at this and not feeling very confident about Alabama, but at the same time, they not stupid, right?
No. Now, PAT, I'm coming to you first on this one because I know it's gonna sting to ask you, but we got Boston College going to Missouri, going to the other Columbia. You know, Boston College going in 2-0, Missouri's 2-0. Missouri's, was said to be possibly a top 5 team in the SEC, man. Boston College is coming out of nowhere. So who you got, PAT, man?
Not Boston College.
I needed to laugh, man. I know that's why I came to you first.
Little
If
hater.
I'm gonna go for some Tigers, it's gonna be Missouri. All right.
All right, all right. Hey, Knight, who you got, man? You taking your conference or you taking the Eagles that play in Boston?
That's a tough one, man, because like I know Missouri can be one of those shadow teams where they just be lurking in the shadows and they come out raw and get you like Shannon Sharp. But I also know that Boston College can play up and down. I mean, they've done well against some pretty big competition over the years. But I'm gonna take the snake, man. Give me Missouri, man. Give me Missouri. And don't trip, Terrell, because it's not like I don't like any ACC schools. Like, don't trip, because I
Hey,
know you be
I'm
thinking.
gonna let you be. I'm gonna let you be. I'm gonna let you be on that one. Easy, who you got, man?
It's a little difficult one. I mean, I don't really understand why Missouri is ranked so high at number 6. Yeah. Boston College has historically had a decent defense. They're a 16-point dog in this. I don't really see it like that, but I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm gonna go out on a limb here, and I'm gonna take BC with the momentum at number 24.
I, mm, I think Missouri had a lot of people come back, man. They got a lot of talent. I mean, a lot of experience on that squad. So, you know,
So easy, you taking
No,
BC
no.
powder or what for that headache?
Hey, look. Easy, I got your back on this one. I'm gonna take BC too. I need me some Sam Adams. Is we getting close to October, so
No, you
so
need some
yeah.
clarity.
You said some clarity. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. There's not a whole lot of people that think BC gonna be able to do what they need to do to take this win, especially not being at home. But at the same time, I like the way they've been playing. So
Hey, Knight. What they used to say that travels on a team? What travels? Two things travel, right?
Yeah,
A
lunch,
run game and what?
lunch,
run game
defense.
and defense. But
Hey, BC gonna have a defense and a
Right.
run game.
I
So
don't. No, again, I don't disagree with that. But again, Missouri is one of those shadow teams that will lurk, and then boom, I got you. You know what I'm saying? So you got to watch out for. And I don't discredit, I don't doubt Boston College and their ability, but at the same time, I'm a rock with the other Columbia this week because I need one Columbia to be successful this weekend.
you know what? In the piggyback off night, man, BC
hurry
might
up.
look good
We gotta go to
against.
the next one. Hurry up.
I know, bro. Dang, BC might look good against ACC teams, but Missouri's in the SEC. That's SEC talent, bro. They got an uphill battle with this one. We can move on.
Oh, can I say one thing?
No,
Nah, just come on. I got to.
move on.
Missouri has more SEC East titles than South Carolina. Okay, moving on.
And that's fine. But again,
Oregon,
the
we got a couple
Pac-12
of rivals.
is
No,
buying teams. Well, you couldn't buy your way out of your conference. Next.
Can't fight out of a paper bag. Anyway,
he's talking about your team too, knucklehead.
I'm
Hey,
hey,
so so we got a couple rivalry games this week because of conference realignment. So we got Oregon at Oregon State.
man, I
Got
think
Oregon at Oregon State.
everybody's taking everybody. I think everybody's taking Oregon. I mean,
Well, I
even
gotta ask. I go take Oregon State. Anybody taking the Beavers?
no.
Bueller? No. Okay. All right. Another one from the Pac-12, formerly known as Washington State at Washington. Now, Washington don't have their coach no more. They lost half their team. Anybody taking Washington State or everybody on the Washington Huskies for the Apple Bowl?
yeah, I'm gonna run with the Huskies, man. Myself.
Give me a Husky.
Yeah, I'll take them.
Okay. We got the Utah at Utah State, also known as the Holy War, they call it. Utah State. Anybody taking Utah State?
They got some tough jerseys though, but give me Utah.
Man, it sounds like an auction. Anybody going once?
One twice.
Okay,
So
three times.
great to
So
the hill.
all right. So another SEC matchup to close out the game today. Don't picks this week. Actually, no, we got two more picks. My bad. I just got reminded. But we got Ole Miss going to Wake Forest.
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss all day.
Give me them Rebels, man.
So what I'm hearing is that no one has enough guts to take Demon Deacons.
Enough guts, man. We trying to get the dub. What are you talking about?
Man, hey, I thought it was a very valid question.
He's like, is anybody
Moving on,
Damn.
because nobody's taking Wake Forest.
All right, we got Howard and Morehouse.
Howard.
Yeah, going with HU, man.
Yeah, give me Howard.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Howard on that one too. As much as I want to take Morehouse, but I can't do it. I cannot do it. Okay. Mississippi Valley, Murray State.
I'll go
Give
Mississippi Valley.
me,
Yeah, me too. Mississippi Valley.
give me Murray State, bro.
All right, man. You say you taking Murray?
Yes, that's what I said, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. I believe everybody else is on the Mississippi Valley.
That's fine.
Okay.
Born
Okay.
alone, and I shall choose a team alone.
All right. All right. We're gonna close it out. Anything you got to close it out, Nike?
Yes. To the victor goes the spoils.
All right, Evie.
Hey, man. Can't wait for some college football this week. I'm glad that we can't take no more L's, you know what I'm saying? Because we ain't taking one this week. Let's get it.
For those who didn't understand, Simpsons on a bye week this week. That's what Easy is referring to. All right, PAT, what's going on?
Hey man, I'm just waiting to see what DJ gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Just waiting to see what
Hey.
DJ gonna do. That's where I'm at with it. You know what I'm saying? So
that's what's up, PAT, man. We're gonna be there for you, okay? Look, like I said, that's PAT, that's Night, that's Easy. I'm your boy, JUS Blaze, man. Hey, check us out on YouTube, streaming on Apple and Spotify podcast. Hey, tell your cousin, tell another cousin, and tell him, and tell everybody at the barber shops that we back. BlitzPackage, let's go.